This is Slim It Light, and today we have a person on who serves as an inspiration to us all. Whether that is musically, where many people, including me, were inspired to continue making music or take up music for the first time, or whether it is striving to reach milestones and goals previously unreachable through this person's advances in career progression and business and otherwise. I'm delighted to have the wonderful friend and former colleague on our pod. This is Slim It Light, and today we have Aigerim Ashyqtyq on. Kosh Keldiniz.
Oh, wow, that's so good. That was welcoming Kazakh language, actually. Oh, thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here and excited for what's going to happen on
What
this
did Obi say
podcast.
at the end? Was that your name at the end or was that a greeting?
It was a greeting in
Oh,
Kazakh.
okay.
Hoş geldiniz. That was really good, Obi. Thank you. So
Nice.
sweet.
So, can you tell us a bit about yourself for people that may not know?
Sure. So I have many names. Usually I go by Aika, which is my nickname people call me abroad. My name is Aigerim, and my artist name is Ashyqtyq, which means openness in Kazakh language. I was really thinking a lot about how to pick a name that would really resemble what I'm trying to do and to put in my music. So this really felt like it. Though it's difficult to pronounce, but we'll get there a little later. Um, I'm a singer-songwriter from Kazakhstan. I have been living in different countries in Europe, and now I'm moving back to Ireland soon, hopefully. I really love doing what I do. I also do help people get abroad and study. So when they seek education abroad, I'm the one helping them. So yeah, those are two of my main activities in life, music and education. So that would be it.
Explain a bit more about the education. What did you mean by that?
Me myself, when I was graduating my school in Kazakhstan, I was really, really willing to go to the States to study psychology. And doing it alone was a bit difficult. I did have some help and there was some guidance from people. However, just moving and completely changing your life is something so difficult that I think it's very important to have a mentor who would give you a hand and just like walk you through it, because then once you're there you have to integrate and there's a lot of different amount of tasks and stress that you have to face. So what I currently do is I'm that person. I help students who want to pursue higher education abroad to collect their documents, prepare whatever essays or CVs, whatever they need, and help them study abroad. So I'm basically like a educational advisor, you'd say. I help with applications, visas, and overall migration, if you may. Yeah, that would be it.
Cool.
I've been doing this for the past 3 years officially. And yeah, this is something I would want to develop in the future.
That's brilliant. That's cool. That's cool. I'm sure
Thanks.
people need that. Yeah, especially like I think that's happening a lot these days, isn't it? A lot of
Mm.
people are trying to travel around. A lot of people are trying to go to Europe or migrate, and they don't always understand all the technicalities. They just are like, I just want to study. Like, what's all this roadblock in the way? So it's nice to have someone help them get over that to the other side. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I'd say it's
Yeah,
not only the paperwork of it, but also, the overall inspiration, because a lot of young people, they feel like they are born to do something big in life, and then they don't really know what to study, who they want to be, how to get there. Plus, there's a lot of maybe financial stress coming at you if you don't have a scholarship, which I also help them with. We apply for different grants or scholarships and then find ways to sustain themselves once they're abroad. So I'd say it's just like the thing that I love about it is that it's very transformative. It's like I help people to go through this transformational phase where they have to turn from being, let's say, a high school student to an independent person living abroad for the very first time, away from family and anyone they've known and yeah, they have been before with. So it has a lot of psychological aspect to it. And by the way, I'm a psychologist myself, so I think it comes from a place of really trying to help them not to get lost on many different levels. Yeah, it's very beautiful to just see what they do afterwards, because once you find yourself in this new place, you just are able to create whatever reality you believe in and you really want to pursue. It has been my own story when I left home at the age of 17. And yeah, it's been a big challenge, but I think I've been lucky to meet a lot of lovely people and friends on the way. So I just want to share this wisdom and I guess knowledge/experience with others. Because yeah, it seems to be getting more difficult nowadays, especially with like more restrictions and bureaucracy. So yeah, it's very important indeed.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And also, there's an Instagram channel where you have been very vocal, very active. Do you maybe want to talk about the kind of content that you kind of promote there? Because, it seems always every time I go on Instagram, I see something new. Some people thanking you for the really high grade universities that they got into. Maybe kind of a little shout out and what people kind of can expect with your help, even if they reach you through Instagram.
Sure. So basically, I do everything alone except for the social media part right now. For the past 2 months, it's been my assistant who runs that.
Are you currently in Kazakhstan?
I'm currently in Kazakhstan, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so besides my music page and my artist page, I also run an additional Instagram where, I just kind of promote and do different content related to how to apply to universities, what you have to do, or like what challenges you might face. So it's basically just informative/educational, because I know a lot of people still want to know about it on their own and, do it without having a third party involved in their documents or process whatsoever. So yeah, I've been doing it for the past 1 year, I think. Now, thankfully, I delegated it to another person, but the rest of it I do myself. Well, I told you I'm a mentor, so a lot of people who come to me, we go through like psychological tests, first to understand which major they would want to follow, what do they want to study, where to go, because a lot of them are young people aged 50, ages 15 to 17, let's say, in their high school. So we do that and all the paperwork and work with parents, where I also have to explain them what are we going to do with their universities applications. So back to your question, yeah, I basically show the ways of applying on your own, or how the process looks like when we work together, or overall different opportunities for people to maybe apply to on their own. For instance, summer schools or again scholarships. Plus, yeah, sometimes I just show what people say about my service, because I do everything on my own by myself, and yeah, it's just like a lot of tasks. I really wish to delegate it to other people, but once they get different acceptance letters or offers, I try to just show that this is real, and even if I'm not an agency yet, I can still do it, and we do it, and we do have some great positive results. So I really just try to showcase it. It's just, my work page, and it's a very small
Yeah,
one.
no, it's great. I mean, the content, it's very engaging. You show a lot of pictures, and I think recently you had these kind of it was in a language I couldn't understand, but it was like there was text over various very engaging pictures. It's growing, and I think soon enough you will have people to delegate to as well. But what is the name of the? Can you just spell the name of the
Sure.
Instagram?
So it's called iconicu.grow. Well, on Instagram, but overall the company is named Iconic You Grow. Just a little info on that, by the way, since I know a lot of perhaps Irish nationalists are going to watch this. We are registered in Ireland. We do have a registration number. It's like an official legal company. So I wouldn't say we're only helping international students to go study abroad in Europe or elsewhere. It goes both ways. So let's say you're looking for, there are a lot of people who don't know how to get themselves to East Asian countries. Let's say you want to study in Japan or China, and you sort of can find everything online, I guess, but it's not always trustworthy, and you don't really know, I guess, the deadlines or other details of those things. So I help with that too. And yeah, well, you can definitely text me and DM me for me to help you with it. So yeah,
So you
that.
did you create this?
Yeah, I created it.
So you are the founder of a company that has a branch in another country.
Yes, I am.
I'm friends with the CEO.
Yeah,
Amazing.
That is brilliant.
Good
lots.
And,
stuff.
I think it sometimes it helps not to be an agency in today's world, depending on the field you're in, to be working with people on a level where maybe they just want that personability. Why would you want a big, massive corporation if you're just a student? That might be quite intimidating and not doesn't have that same personable feel, and also might feel fake, even if it is legit, because you don't know who you're talking to, etc. So having just direct access to you, I know eventually you will need to delegate somewhat, but I think having that personal ability and care and background in psychology and experience yourself, I think, yeah, it says a lot. Makes sense. So
Thank you,
kudos to
guys.
you. That's cool. I didn't know about all
Yeah,
that.
let's get to the music though. Let's get to the music.
Yes,
It's
the passion, the other passion.
certainly, yeah, the other passion.
How did that start?
Um,
Sorry, Obi. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go on, go on, go on.
I just went for it. I was like, how did you get into music? I'm always curious how people start.
Sure. Well, to be honest, I just feel a little vulnerable talking about it like this. Definitely, like, it's not something that I'm shy about, but I think it's something so sacred to me that it just gets me a little sometimes to talk about it. I think my story begins in childhood, just like for many of us, we just love music, we listen to it, we play instruments or try to do so, and then we sing and we have our favorite musicians. In my case, I'd say mine were, oh, too many. Well, I always have been a rock lover. So I think I really liked Linkin Park. Yeah.
Saw them
Or
last
even,
month.
mm,
I saw them
yeah.
last month in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, they were
Oh my
amazing.
God, really?
I mean,
Wow.
minus Chester, but yeah, they were incredible.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the new singer, she's amazing too.
She's phenomenal.
Just the,
She sounds
yeah, she's,
very like him, or like in her own way, but very like that's the perfect like it. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a replacement, but it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's very good.
something new,
Sounds like
right?
a good side grade.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like anyway. Sorry, not to hijack this thing with
No, no,
Linkin
no,
Park.
that's fine. No, see, I
Emptiness,
think,
emptiness machine rocks though. Emptiness machine rocks.
Exactly,
I
like their new stuff's actually good. Yeah.
this is exactly what gets, most of the people into music. You just listen to something and then you kind of like try to learn more about it and then you try it yourself, which was my case too. I just love music so much. It really moves me. And I think for me, I always try to listen to the lyrics and, sometimes they just like get you and you're like, oh, why does it feel so deep to just listen to a song that's like 3 minutes, and what's the magic behind it? So I think for me, I was just always into it and I was singing since a young age. But to be completely honest, I really, really started being Ashyqtyq as a musician around 2020, 2022, was it? Yeah, 2022. right before moving to Ireland to work, by the way. It was just a very dark period of my life and not so pleasant. So music was the only thing that was helping me, and it was the way for me to heal. So I decided that I don't want to be postponing it, to do music. Once I hit 35, I have kids and I have stable sources of income, and then I can finally do whatever I love. It just really hit me that I want to do it right now. I want to share my art, and I just decided to give it a go. So it has started from a place of pain, maybe, and this desire of giving yourself this opportunity to share and do music professionally. So I am officially an artist for the past 4 years, I guess, but I have always been a musician in my heart, I think from a young age. So that would be my story, our
How
story.
how it's an amazing story. How do you go about giving people career advice into going into musical schools? Is there like a difference between musical schools and the other universities? Because you are maybe coming at it from two sides, from the musical side and from you know, career advice side. Is there a
Mm.
difference or is it the same?
Well, I have to be honest, I haven't had people pursue artistic degrees yet. There's just one girl who wants to become an actress this year. So we're trying to, like have her portfolio done. She dances and she did something. So we do have videos to show to the admission office. And it's the same for people who want to pursue any artistic degree. They just have to show that they have done something in the past and that they're really good at it. It could be just a video of them singing, or, like if they can land an audition with an admission office, that's where they showcase their talents. So I wouldn't say it's very different, but mostly you just have to have a lot of work prepared to show them. But then, if you want to go to master's degree or perhaps PhD, that's a completely different story. It has to be a little more professional, and quite often people just pursue it academically. So I think it depends what a person is really looking for. If it's an academic pursuit, then you really have to have some, concerts where you have been performing and it's filmed, and then they just like perhaps judge you based on some scales and criteria. But if they just want to do what they want to do, I think we talk more about the country where they want to go. So for me, I want to go back to Ireland because I know it's such a musical country, and it allows people to be free-spirited. That's how I see it. Perhaps not the case for some other countries where you want to pursue music, like Italy would be good, France too. But let's say, I don't know, I don't want to badmouth any of the countries, but you know what I mean. You have to like be strategic about it. Where do you want to go?
Okay.
There? Really?
Uh, no, we're
You
like
can't say anything, Jamie.
they're listening. No, it is. It is.
Stormtroopers.
They can't find me. I moved apartment. Um, in one way, Dubai can make you a superstar in one sense, because of the business side of Dubai. But in terms of being an artist, in terms of like just busking on the street compared to like Ireland, I'm so used to hearing music everywhere I go, especially if you're in Galway during Arts Week. I don't think you can go anywhere and not, I don't know, or even when I'm home in Christmas, and I'm like, my whole body feels alive when every 5 minutes in the city center, there's like a new person busking at every corner. And it's just like, this is what a gift. You know what I mean? It just feels weird when you leave it and then you realize, oh yeah, it's like nice hearing music everywhere you go. Um, do you find it's quite, and obviously I'm not trying to get you to bash your own country, but do you find music's quite different in Kazakhstan? Like obviously you grew up there and you had a love for music, so surely there's a love for music in Kazakhstan as well, but different. Of
Yeah, no negative comments about my country. Just
course.
joking. Well, no, 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 all good.
Yeah.
Well, I think, oof. So, okay, I think the best way to describe it would be that yes, music is definitely a big part of our culture, and it has always been, present in any events or, you know, mm, family gatherings whatsoever. And definitely people have been growing up just listening to it all the time. But I think everything, not only music, but like any kind of art, is very official in here. Like when you go to a concert, you don't usually just come to a gig, having a pint and like listening people perform and just have fun. I think it is mostly a performance where people, an audience expect something of you. So there is a bit of this stress, I think, or pressure to an extent. That's at least how I feel. So, yes, people love it and it's big in here, but I think the way artists are seen is a little different if we compare it to Ireland. It's perhaps a little similar to what's in Dubai. Actually, to be honest, my city, Astana, and Dubai, I think we do have a lot of similarities, not just from an architectural perspective, but also culturally. It's not as international for sure, but there's like certain structures and hierarchy, and you kind of just view everything around you holistically and collectively. So you cannot just like, I think, do something out of blue. There are
Mm.
people watching you. You know what I mean?
Bit
Um,
more reserved.
I'd say so. Yeah, I guess. But I know it's different nowadays for younger people. But that's how I grew up, and partially that's the reason I think I am not very well developing musically in here, because I just feel this pressure, and yeah, it affects me.
Actually, that's why don't you start talking about some specific songs of yours and where the inspiration came from?
I do have a song that was inspired by my own life. Wow, surprise, surprise. It's called Central Asian Heart. Wait, what? No, it's called it's called European Mind, Central Asian Heart. I'm not gonna give any more hints, but it's just the song that describes, the duality that you carry within yourself, where you definitely, value your roots and it affects you, and you always keep on coming back home, even just like emotionally, mentally, and it just provides so much power from within. But growing up, if you're exposed to a lot of, let's say, Western or European narrative, content, education, politics, anything basically, it definitely shapes the way you view world. So I think this has been my case, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. But it also makes me feel like an outcast, I guess, in both of the worlds, which is a very common thing nowadays, I believe, with globalization and people just traveling everywhere. So yeah, this song in particular is about being both and just, you know, valuing the beauty of it. Which is challenging, but still so amazing. I hope to drop it this year. I'm going to be honest, it's yet to be planned, but I really, really hope you can listen to it. It's going to sound different from my previous work and my previous songs. I think it's going to be very fresh and popsy, so maybe we
Funky.
can dance to it. Yeah, even funky.
Has Obi heard it?
He did, but that wasn't the final
Jamie,
version.
I'm the Dr. Dre over here,
So
except I didn't
you,
make any of the beats.
so you.
Well, actually, no, that's not true. Dr. Dre is the producer. Forget what I said.
So I'm the only one here. I haven't heard it. Do I have to
We'll
sign
we'll
something?
do it later together.
No, I look forward to that. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's. pretty good, you know. That song is very nice, the duality, etc. Are there any songs that, because I think we got to know each other in 2022, right? Second half of 2022, we were kind of introduced to each other by a mutual friend who we both worked with. You sent me this song, right? And I'd already stopped making what I sometimes call music. And you sent me this song. Do you want to maybe talk about that song and how where the inspiration comes from, etc.?
Sure. So, um, funnily enough, I actually wrote that song called Essence of Me in November that year. It was very, very quick to just write it down. It's a very peaceful ballad, I think. It doesn't have a simple structure of verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Just is like a spoken word. That's how songwriting usually hits me, you know, you just have this flow of ideas and you just write it down. Um, that song is basically about mindset. Once again, the year of 2022 has not been my best year. A lot of changes have happened actually, and I'm very, very grateful for, you know, everything that has been there. But it has also affected me in a negative way a bit. And I always come back to self-reflection, and this song has been a part of it, where you just understand that whatever mindset you carry within yourself is going to build your reality. And I was like, no, I don't want to be a sad person anymore. Yes, I'm healing, but it doesn't mean I have to just, you know, be upset all the time, cry, and stop my self-development. So I wrote this as a reminder to myself and other people that our mind create our reality, and we should always remember the essence of us, which is basically the last two
My
lyrics.
mind creates my
Yeah.
reality.
And I thought that the song is pretty boring. Sometimes I think I'm a
Yeah,
bit
no.
boring, but Obi said it's nice, so
It's
I
no
decided
that
to.
I think the finished one is really good, but I think the recording is that hit me. That hit me. That hit me. That recording. That hit me hard. The recording. That was thick.
Thank you.
And I was like, I was trying to like keep it low, like, oh yeah, not bad. I was like, holy crap, what did I listen to? I was like, yeah, not
Oh,
bad. Wow, well done, well done. I was like, I was falling apart when I listened to this. It
thank you.
was crazy. It was crazy. You know, I have a couple of friends on Instagram, but I follow. I mean, I intensively, intentively stare at the stories of some. And I saw you saying, "Oh, look, where I got accepted. I got accepted to a certain kind of
Mm,
music initiative, music event,
yeah.
to be there for 1 week and do music." Can you maybe talk about that
Sure.
as well? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I loved that phase. It was a songwriting, international songwriting retreat happening not that far from Dublin in summer 2023, which was in July. We spent about 10 days in was it Irish Institute of Music, I believe.
Yeah, in Balbriggan.
So yeah, it was an initiative by, you know, people to create this camp in where songwriters would come together and learn how to write songs and basically inspire each other, push each other to create something beautiful. So yeah, I've been part of it, which included applying and going through some application. So Obi also joined me there. It was such a fun experience. We had a lot of different people, not only from Ireland but outside as well, come and join us in this 10 days. We had three, well, it was supposed to be four international mentors, some from US, Canada, and the local. Irish singer-songwriter, and yeah, we've been writing songs in there, singing together. It was fun. It was my first time actually meeting other songwriters, and it really did feel like an amazing place to just be in, even if I personally felt like I was at the bottom of this entire group of people with my skills.
Excuse me?
No, no, no,
Excuse
no,
me?
honestly. So, because see,
No, 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 no.
English
Sorry,
is
I'm
not my
sorry.
first
I have
or
to, no, no,
second
no, no,
language.
no, 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 no. I'm sorry. So I have to interject here. So, first of all, I'm give myself a pat on the back for being the first ever rapper, spoken word artist to ever have been accepted there, right? That's cool. Really, you know the way sometimes when you apply for a job and the requirements are really high. At the very end, it says, do not have, there's a term for it, but I forgot it. Do not have, basically, like I'm paraphrasing, don't be scared to apply because maybe we'll see something in you that you may not see in yourself or you may not see in your skill set. So please apply anyway if you are interested, and we will decide whether you are suitable even if you think that you do not have the all the things required for the role. And I had that same kind of angst because I can't sing. Everyone there could sing. It doesn't, music is a universal language. So you not being able to speak English as well as other people is less of a thing than me not being able to speak the universal language, right? And I can play one or two keys on a keyboard. I'm really good at playing keyboard on a computer keyboard where there's a digital keyboard on the screen. I'm really good at that, but I can't actually play a real keyboard, right? So I was handicapped in both parts. And it only was until second last day, until I think the most accomplished of the mentors, maybe I shouldn't say that, the Canadian
Hmm.
mentor, Robert Wells, he listened to a beat that I made, and he was like, because he's a very nice person, but he's going to be real with you, right? And when he heard this, he looked at me and said, "Why didn't you show this to me before?" And I was like, "Yeah, but it's not made with real instruments." And he looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, "Yeah, but look, I do this too." And I was like, "What, you?" Because you always see him on the keyboard, on a guitar. So I didn't know that that was considered a skill set. So he looked, I was like, yeah, that is actually why I performed. We had end of the event shows, and there was an instrumental I made, but I would have never shown it because it was made with digital music, right? What everyone else was playing on a guitar, on a piano, similar to like what I said with the job description. You showed me that there were things that weren't really things that I thought that other songwriters would appreciate, and for me myself, it was awesome to be able to connect with people that do music differently. But so this is
No,
as I always do, as I always do. And that's why I don't shoot myself inside of the frames anymore because I usually turn this into a interview about myself. That's why I
no,
usually just
no.
have. Okay, back to you. Yeah, we'll see how
An
we cope
open
with. Anyway,
conversation. And
yes,
actually,
yes, yes.
and actually, I'm glad I can see you in this podcast because the amount of times I'm doing this podcast, it's just me and the guest, and it's black screen. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
he's looking so well. Will you tell him he looks amazing? He needs to be on the screen, not hide himself away. See?
No.
Whatever that means. You need
Yeah.
to listen to this, or else
That's
I'll get you. Obi,
it's a yes. It's a I no. I know what it means. I know what it
tiny
means. It's a
crab.
social media thing. You have to work in social media to understand.
But you
Um.
did say something that makes this place sound remarkable, which is that they value potential maybe more than actual experience. And that I feel like is a good sign of any establishment, business, anything. Because I know you need to have like a background CV to get into like companies and stuff, but I feel like more and more people will maybe through psychology, I don't know how you figure it out, but just see potential because people can grow so well if you give them the right kind of avenue. But I'm curious, uh, did you find that learning more technical skills through this music place did it help guide you more, or like if you're self-taught and you just have these kind of raw writing skills, like you said, for example, with was it Essence of Me, you were saying that doesn't have that normal structure, right? But then like uh, maybe you go to a place like this and they're like, no, but the rules are you have a verse and a chorus and a verse and then a bridge and then you bring the chorus back together. So like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
does that sometimes make you unlearn something that you would have actually just naturally had in you? Do you get me? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I think any type of schooling can be a bit, you have to be a little critical when going there because you cannot expect to be taught the best formula because it doesn't exist, thankfully or unfortunately. For me, to be honest, this entire songwriting camp was more about developing the self-belief, because being a songwriter and producing something so easy to destroy. No, that wouldn't be the best way to describe it. But like something that's not, let's say, as perhaps beneficial to others as, let's say, creating, I know, building a house or business, doing business. Because people can actually see numbers and results. But with songwriting, I used to think it was a selfish act, to be honest, just to write and sing whatever's inside me. And I felt ashamed for the longest time to share my music because it just felt so unnecessary to be, put out there in public. So going to a place like that really lifted up my spirit, and it helped me to understand that it's actually a skill, a gift you've been given by whatever, universe or God, whatever we believe in, that helps you to bring people together. Because in a modern world, this is what we lack. It's this sincerity and sensitivity and the ability to really say something without using as many words. And I think it made me really accept that I'm a songwriter and be more serious about this path of mine, because before it was just a hobby and I was used to be so ashamed saying others that I'm a songwriter. It felt like I have to say something more, uh, I guess, strong first, as in, oh, I'm a psychologist. I've done ABC. And then I bring up that I'm a musician. But from what I learned from the songwriting retreat, yeah, besides the technical side of writing a song and understanding which chord progression would be the best to play, in on the radio or like to say a certain story, would be this mindset and the community. Because people like me who write songs and who share um, their stories in this art form are very, very amazing. And I'm so happy to be part of this community. And it really just is a gift that I'm extremely blessed to have. And I cherish it. And I want to keep on growing in that area. So I think once again, it was more of a metaphysical experience for me and growth in that matter. We still keep in touch with those people, by the way. This year we started a challenge where each month we write a new song. And we've written one in January. Now, this month, I'm writing a song with two amazing songwriters from Germany and Spain. And yeah, we keep on creating. It definitely helps to, just like sharpen your skills, but also to be reminded why do you do it in the first place, which is, your love to music and your openness to your skills. I keep saying openness. I just use it all,
Yes, 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 yes,
but
yes.
you know what I mean. Yeah, it is how it is for me, really.
Openness is the meaning of artist name.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, full circle.
Also, the German artist is not me. I requested to be in a because I'm part of the project as well. I requested to be in a group. The first song I made was actually a country song, and I totally bombed because yeah. So the people, awesome people. We did a very old school country song, and I couldn't really was an interesting combination, and that's also, that's also something. I mean, I bombed. The song didn't bomb. The song is still, went very well, very interesting, and that's another thing. Also with the International Songwriters Retreat, there's a couple of people that I wanted to mention because I just miss the way they talk. Chiefly of all, Leanne Hoffman. I just loved the way she talked. She's an artist and she's doing really well. She's from Canada. Canadian artists and songwriters seem to be really good. Just the way she talks, I can't explain it. It's just, man, I don't know. I just love the way she talks. I just love the way she talks. Yeah, shouts out to Leanne Hoffman, and she had this song called Emily, and it's so good. At that point, from all the songwriters I knew, it was just behind Essence of Me, which means that it was insane, insane. Do you remember Emily, the song Emily?
Definitely. Yeah, it was
Oh
about her
man,
sister,
what
I
a
believe.
good song.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And I think maybe remember what I told you, why it really hit me. The reason, so because I wrote a similar song, so that's why. But it's really good. And I made a really terrible version. Again, I can't sing, and I actually sang on it, and it sounds so horrible. And I sent it to her, and
Wow.
she gave me a thumbs up. But yeah, because I just wanted to, because of course I'm not gonna, it would be copyright infringement because with my middling producing skills, I removed her voice from and used her literal instrumental. So what I actually wanted to ask you, again, see, why do I even press unmute? Anyway, what I actually wanted to talk about. So you talked about your, massive love for music, your profession about helping people, going into universities, amazing. You being a CEO with a branch in Dublin, in Ireland, amazing. So there's another hobby that I know that you really like to, look from
Yeah.
time to time into, and you're really like that hobby, and that is about learning about star signs and everything. And after I met you, I also looked into it, and it's certainly interesting. Do you want to maybe talk about your star sign and what you know about it, and anything else that your hobby entails, maybe?
Mm, well, sure. I do like astrology, and I do look into people's natal charts, which, Jamie, we can do with you as well. If you know your date of birth and time and place of birth, we can do it quickly. It's just
Yeah.
really fun, to learn more about a person from different sources. So in psychology, let's say we do take a lot of personality tests, which help us to understand whether we are extroverted or we are this and that. Because this way, I feel like it's a little easier to know your patterns and be more aware of what you can do and which direction you should probably head. And it's the same with astrology.
Let's do
I
it with Jamie's cousin first. The
why
Paul. Let's do it with Paul.
I don't know his exact time of birth and all that.
Oh, okay.
why is his cousin more important than Jamie?
No, he made a weird face. That's why I was trying to help out
It's
my bro.
no, no, I don't care that much. No, yeah, I would
I
be.
do. So just about you.
But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of interests of mine which just make me who I am. I think when I try to describe my artist. Uh, she is really in touch with nature and the moon and the solar system and the earth and universe. And I really just try to channel whatever is coming to me in a pure, sincere way. Um, So yeah, all of the elements do come along with it, astrology or like cards, tarot cards, or I know people used to call me hippie back in the day in school, and some still do. So I think it's just this really earthy energy that I kind of carry within myself as an artist, and I try to show it in my music too. Still a little difficult and challenging to do that because I don't have a specific producer I keep on working with. So the style changes from time to time, and my songwriting skills also do fluctuate in different ways. But overall, I'd say that yeah, all of my interests, they are you can kind of sense it in the music that I make, and definitely in the name of my artist, which I keep on bringing for some reason. Yeah.
No, that's great. It shows awareness of yourself, and it's good that you are clearly proud of what you are about, and you keep making references to it. But do you maybe want to shout out Konoha? Because he
Sure.
seems to
Oh my
have
God. Yes.
produced some really
You-
cool stuff.
You're so well aware of, my background. Yeah, so most of my music we've recorded in.
No, that sounded. No, you're really.
Okay,
Do I need to
sorry. I
call
mean,
someone? Do I need to call someone? You seem to be kind of aware of things. Do I need to
no,
call
I
someone?
mean, it's just really nice because
No, no, no.
I keep
I have
forgetting stuff.
elephant memory. I have elephant memory. I told you.
Yeah, most of my songs were recorded in Kazakhstan in Konoha. Oh, he keeps on telling me how to pronounce it, and I keep on forgetting. So it's the Naruto-inspired music studio. Yeah, it's amazing. I love that producer guy. His name is Rasul. He's an artist himself, and he makes amazing songs. And I really like how we work together. We just click in this music producing process, and he guides me a lot as well. Because I don't produce myself, but yeah, I really want to learn it. So he's my best friend in that area, and yeah, I'm very grateful to work with him. Yeah,
So, do you want to talk about the inspirations of any song from you? Because I will just pick Addicted or stuff. So you should just. Is
Or
there any?
live
Hmm?
performance, live
I
performance.
prefer- I do have my guitar with me. I don't know if you guys gonna
Yes,
be able to hear
Yeah,
it.
yes, we will. Just do it.
that would be
Okay, let's
amazing.
see. I did not rehearse. I gotta be honest with you, but we'll try and see. Speaking of my music, I think we can maybe perform The Essence of Me since we've been talking about it so much. It,
Essence Me is one of
me,
my favorites. Uh,
yeah.
London.
Oh my God, really?
And there's another one. I'm trying to think. Parts.
Mm.
Part of me,
Part
Part
of
of
me.
me.
Yeah. Excellent.
please.
So what did you say you'll play? Is it Essence of Me?
So yeah, I would like to play you Essence of Me. So this song was very simple when it comes to the melody. It's just like two chords. Oh God, I haven't played this in a long time. Let's give it a try. Oh God. Why keep on dating troubled souls? Why am I attracted to the darkness? Lately realized those are my faults. I think happy is shallow, the pain's my magnet. Loving someone said is what I do. Listening to them has been so healing. Cause me myself is also deeply blue. Each other we could save is what I'm dreaming. But that's not how it works, so what a fool. I had to be a whole before I'm someone. I didn't know that life could be this cruel. And dating for their pain just multiplies that. multiplied that. We multiplied that. We multiplied that. Ooh. I really wanted to grow as one man. I date to marry and I always state that. But life's not easy, has been crashed my plan. Still learning all those lessons, something I've lacked. I can't cut all my future steps and moves. It's nice to be prepared, but can you really? Turns out I'm simply scared, life overrules my hopes and my ambitions since I'm a lady. So many fears have been embedded in me. I have high expectations, can't just fail them. While growing realized I could be free, as long as my own mind can change its system. Ooh, can change its system. Can change its system. Can change its system. My mind creates my reality. I should remember the essence of me. My mind creates my reality. I should remember the essence of me. My mind creates my reality. I should remember the essence of me. My mind creates my reality. I should remember the essence of me. Ooh, the essence of me. Ooh, the essence of me. The essence of me. The essence of me. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know. Let me think. Maybe can I sing Talai English version?
Yes.
Yes.
World premiere.
World premiere.
Oh, this song. This song Talai is written in Kazakh originally, but I think I like it so much. It's like probably my top 3 favorite of mine. So me and Obi actually, we discussed it. We thought it would be nice to release it in English. So I did write it in English, keeping the same meaning of the lyrics, but trying to rhyme it, which was a challenge, but I think we worked it pretty well. Hello, my light. I've been thinking about you all night. Do you recall what we have been through? For you, once more, I have rewritten all that we were. Memories fade, but songs never do. We walked as one, no bounds, so now we rose each day. We lit each day, the spark in us. We dreamed of love that danced within the dark, and that we got. It changed the plot, it couldn't last us. Talai, game you and I were playing. Who were we entertaining? Talai, wanted madly, left only scars so badly. Having had this pain, dose of tender games, left somewhere in shadow or within a useful flame. I won't forget your love, I won't. Searching for your eyes, we have paid the price of becoming strangers, yet remember us, don't let it go. Please don't. A mood of mine, could we repeat this for the last time? I feel so ready, I'm also scared. Every tear is worse the moment that we share, but then it shatters to the ground. I can't. The lie. Game you and I were playing. Who were we entertaining? The lie. Future we wanted madly, left on the scars so sadly. Having had this pain, loss of tender game, left under the shadow or within a useful flame. I won't forget your love, I won't. Searching for your eyes, we have paid the price of becoming strangers, yet remember us, don't let it go. Please don't, please don't. Ooh, 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 yeah, oof. That's it. My guitar is leaving us.
Wow. Yeah, that was incredible. That was amazing. I don't know why I put the hood on. I just felt like I wanted to get in. I
Yeah,
wanted
I understand. Like,
to
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
just,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That was
yeah.
beautiful. What the fuck?
It was.
Thank
It
you.
was.
Yeah,
It
Thank you.
was.
I don't know where we go from here.
It came across well. So I do want to say Men seni sagindim epke.
Oh, thank you, Obi. I miss you too. He just said, I miss you in Kazakh, Jamie.
Yeah.
Miss you too, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot to, play it like this acoustic. I think I'm still growing in that sense of trying to perform. I always feel red just doing it in front of anyone, even just a small group of two, which is my area of growth. But yeah, it gets me to some complete different space. And thank you so much for giving this, opportunity to sing it for you.
I'm
Like,
I'm so happy that also your eyes changed. I don't know if you noticed because beforehand I could tell that when we were talking about, your different passions, your eyes were a bit like you were like reminiscing and stuff. And then when you sang, it changed. Like it was stronger. You were in your element. So we can see where your passion is as well, and we hope to be able to be a very very small representation of the massive crowds that one day will follow your every word.
hope so. Thank you.
Yes.
Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok.
Yeah.
Love it more than IG.
Hmm?
Love it more than IG.
Perfect. Yeah. Just even playing snippets of your songs on TikTok. Like more
Mm.
people, you know what I mean? Maybe you're already doing that, but like that's definitely you need to like people need to hear this stuff, you know? You need to get this out here. Just stripped back, simple on the guitar, pick it up, play them a verse or two, tease them, make them want them the rest of the song. Do you know what I mean?
I'm happy that Jamie is really invigorated by your music because
TikTok is the opposite of
right,
editing. The reason I mention
right.
TikTok is because you don't want anyone else involved. You literally just pick up your phone and you press record, and people connect to the authenticity and the rawness of it. Don't get me wrong, you can definitely do more produced stuff as well, of course. There's nothing wrong with that. But people are going big on TikTok because of their
That's true.
talent
That's true.
and the rawness and the realness of it, you know?
Sure.
I think that works. I think that really works for especially for singer-songwriters. But I think that's the place on TikTok. Just pick up your phone, press record. But if you don't do it for you, do it for all the people that could hear that song that haven't heard it before. You know, earlier you were saying that like you used to feel kind of like a bit like you thought it was a selfish thing to kind of write songs about personal stuff. But actually, not to say you were chosen, but like if an idea comes to your head, it's your respect to God or the universe or to that idea as an infant in your own imagination to give it birth. It's not yours. It's yours and it isn't. You know what I mean? You're just there to help it come out. And then it's meant to come out. Excuse this Zoom thing, by
Damn,
the way.
Jamie.
I love it. No, it's such a good thing.
Well, before I started Zoom today, it said, "Do you want the feature where your face is always in the center?" And I was like, maybe that's a good idea. And now I've noticed the whole time through the podcast, it's like following me around the room, and I'm like, that's actually quite distracting. So I do apologize about that.
No,
No,
but
good.
Jamie, the way you just talk, see how her music inspires people? Like you
Same.
turned into a friggin' you just need a cigar and like a bunch of books behind you. What happened to this guy? See how her music inspires people?
No, no, artists inspire me. I love anyone that creates. I love creators. I just, yeah,
Mm.
that's my passion. Like passion is contagious as well, you know?
Yes,
Would you like to do a closing piece? Tell people more on where they can find you,
sure.
point them in the right directions.
But wait. Aigerim, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Mm. I don't think so, no. Maybe once I'm in Ireland, that would be a little,
Okay.
there would be more to talk
Yeah, we can
about.
do a number two in person,
In
and
person.
Great.
and we can actually sing together. Well, sing together. You'll sing, and I'll. Yeah, I
No,
thought
I was
maybe you
just going to
wanted to
say
talk
if
about something.
she wanted to direct people in the right direction, where they could follow her, where they could find her more.
Sure. So first of all, thank you guys so much for having me with you today. It feels really nice to, have a space where I could talk about my music. Still very shy in a way, but yeah, thank you. It was really great and singing for you as well. Um, I do go by my artist name Ashyqtyq everywhere on Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok, mm, plus my Gmail. So you can find me there and listen to my music on all platforms, streaming platforms. I do also have some music videos that we've done, and you can find me on YouTube. I think those are really good, so I do recommend you to watch them. The recent one we've released some last summer, so it's a pretty fun one with some drama going on. And yeah, I hope to be releasing more. So please follow me on social media and just let me know how you feel about my music because it does really channel the rawness of some emotions that I have been feeling. And I hope it helps others to feel that they're not alone in this world and that, you know, taking your time and being kind to yourself really does wonders. And eventually you just achieve any goal you want. So I think that would be my message in the music that I make these days. Maybe in the future it's going to be something sassy, but for now it's about this. And yeah, thank you so much for being so kind to me, both of you.
Rahmat.
Yeah, Rahmet. The one you said.
Rahmet.
It's a different version, but yeah, thank
That
you.
goodbye.
It means
That's
thank you, doesn't it?
Oh,
thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being part of this. And I guess I'll close it off. This was Slim and Light. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.